Hello F1 fans. Welcome back to another episode of The Flying Lap F1 News, your go-to podcast for all things Formula One. I'm your host Jack, bringing you the latest updates, tech upgrades, and the juicy bits from the paddock. Buckle up, because we've got a lot to cover today. Today's Friday, May 17th, 2024. This weekend's Emilia Romagna Grand Prix at Imola promises some exciting changes as Aston Martin, Ferrari, and championship leaders Red Bull have all brought significant upgrades to their cars. Let's start with Aston Martin. The AMR24 has received an extensive set of revisions aimed at pushing past being the fifth fastest team. We're talking changes to the front and rear wings, floor, and even the engine cover. Fernando Alonso remains cautiously optimistic, saying it should be a good step, but only time will tell if these upgrades will translate to improved lap times. Ferrari, aiming to impress their home crowd, has also rolled out some key updates. They've introduced minor modifications to the front and rear wings, along with a new P-shaped side pod inlet and a cockpit device designed to improve airflow. Charles Leclerc is hopeful after simulator tests, but as always, the true test will be on the track. And let's not forget Red Bull, who, despite their recent defeat by McLaren in Miami, have also introduced a new front wing and made changes to improve aerodynamic load and rear brake cooling. Max Verstappen insists these updates were always part of the plan, so it'll be interesting to see how they perform. Speaking of drivers and teams, the silly season seems to be revving its engine, and Imola has been a hotspot for some major revelations. Lewis Hamilton's announcement to Ferrari has left everyone wondering who will fill the prime seat opening at Mercedes. The current frontrunner to replace him? 17-year-old Kimi Antonelli? Lewis himself thinks Kimi would be a fantastic choice if he performs well in his rookie F2 season and F1 test programs. But that's not all. Carlos Sainz seems to be keeping his options open, eyeing top opportunities at both Mercedes and Red Bull, even though his current multi-year deal with Audi Sauber isn't set in stone yet. Esteban Ocon, another big name, is keen on securing his future early, while Valtteri Bottas demands a long-term commitment as he navigates his options, possibly hinting at a strained relationship with Sauber Audi. And let's talk about Williams. Amid making moves in the driver market, Williams boss James Vowles hasn't given up on pursuing star designer Adrian Newey. With Albon secured for the future, the team is considering several options for the second seat. That could be Logan Sargent, who needs to up his game, or it might involve some out-of-contract big names like Bottas, Ocon, or Antonelli. Vowles is also keeping the door open for Newey, acknowledging the designer's significant influence and historical ties with Williams, even amidst fierce competition from other teams. Now let's talk about track changes. Formula One drivers are in agreement with the introduction of gravel traps at some of Imola's most challenging corners: Piratella, Acque Minerali, and Variante Alta. These changes aim to solve the ongoing track limits issues, making the racing more authentic and punishing mistakes as they should. Kevin Magnussen and Pierre Gasly have both praised these changes, emphasizing the importance of setting natural limits on the track. Well, folks, that's all the latest from the world of F1. This weekend's Emilia Romagna Grand Prix looks set to be a thrilling ride with all the team upgrades and driver market speculation. Remember to tune in and see how these stories unfold. Thank you for joining me today on The Flying Lap F1 News. I'm your host, Jack, and I can't wait to catch up with you in the next episode. Stay fast, stay curious, and keep those engines running.